Okay, so today we're going to talk about NFL Week 4 fantasy waiver wire pickups. Starting off with quarterback. Alex Smith, who faced the Philadelphia Eagles this week. So far this season, he's had 51 completions for 504 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's been sacked 11 times, which has downgraded his completion percentage and has held him back yardage. He's also attempted to run the ball 10 times for 43 yards for 1 touchdown. This week against the Eagles, he should have an excellent game as long as his offensive line can keep Colin Jenkins and the rest of the Eagles at bay from getting penetration in the offensive line. He's 1.7% owned, so that'd be a great pickup. Colt McCoy, also a great pickup this week. Faced the Tennessee Titans. 60 completions for 634 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, been sacked 3 times. His offensive line's been protecting him. 8 attempts for 19 yards in the rushing game. He'd be a great pickup. His offensive line's been protective. Tennessee Titans defense is a little bit better than the defenses they've seen, but great pickup this week. Andy Dalton. A lot to be expected from this rookie. 54 completions for 570 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's been sacked 6 times. Rushed the ball 3 times for 8 yards. He faces the Bills, which is a better team that they've been facing, but he should have a great game this week against Buffalo Bills. Also, Don McNabb, great pickup for this week. He has 47 completions for 478 yards. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 9 rushing attempts for 55 yards. He's 33.9% owned. He faced the Kansas City Chiefs, which their defense is shaky this year, so that'd be an excellent pickup this week. Danny Woodhead for New England. They face Oakland this weekend. Look for them to run the ball more to open up the passing lanes for Tom Brady and Wes Welker and Chad Ochocinco and Grotowski down in the middle. But he has 24 attempts for 102 yards, 6 receptions for 41 yards. He's 62.3% owned, but look for him in your free agency. He should be there. Bernard Berrien is fighting suspension this week, and look for him to play more often. He has 8 attempts for 23 yards since Bernard Berrien is, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Cedric Benson, Bernard Berrien, one of the two, is their main running back. He's 3.3% owned now, but his value will increase this season. And at wide receiver this week, I'd pick up Nate Washington. That'd be the first guy I'd look for. Kenny Britt went down with a knee injury. He's going to be the #1 receiver in the Titans' offense. They're facing the Cleveland Browns. It's a tough defense, but Nate Washington is the guy for Matt Hasselbeck to go to this week. He has 21 receptions for 258 yards and 1 touchdown. He's 44.3% owned, so look for him in your free agency. He should still be there. Denarius Moore, one of my guys that I think I'm going to pick up. 33% owned. He's facing New England. Worst defense in the league. Gotta look for him. He has 9 receptions for 180 yards. 1 touchdown, and then he has 2 attempts for 48 yards on the rushing with a touchdown. Great pickup this week. I think Jason Campbell found his favorite target in wide receiver in Denarius Moore. Next up, we have Torrey Smith, Baltimore. Rookie, fill in for Lee Evans while he's injured. He had 1 rushing attempt for 10 yards. 5 receptions for 152 yards and 3 touchdowns. Explosion. He is ridiculously fast. He is their explosion. He's facing the Jets this week. Look for Joe Flacco to air it out to him, Anquan Bolden, and then Ray Rice to open it up for Torrey Smith across the seam. 30.1% owned. His stock's increasing, so try to get out of him fast. Let's see here. Who else I got? Yeah, I got my pages. Alright, we got Michael Jenkins. one of the underrated wide receivers that's available. 15 receptions, 143 yards for Donovan McNabb, 1 touchdown. He's facing the Chiefs, so look for Donovan McNabb to look his way more often. He's 1% owned, so he's most likely available in your league. Alright, Jordy Nelson, he might not be available, but he has 10 receptions for 201 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's available in my league. I picked him up. He should be a great add if he's in your league. He's also facing Denver this week, which is going to be a great game, so look for him. David Nelson, Buffalo Bills wide receiver. He's facing the Bengals. 20 receptions, 233 yards, a touchdown. He's 22.8% owned. Look for him in your fantasy league. He's a great wide receiver, great hands, good speed. Brian Fitzpatrick is liking to target him more this season. Alright, tight ends. Greg Olsen, Cam Newton. They're facing the Bears. He has 12 receptions, 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 44.5% owned. But Cam Newton, when worst comes to worst, goes to his tight end. So look for him, and also Jeremy Shockey. Look for him. 6.9% owned, 9 receptions, 137 yards. He'd be a great pickup. Heath Miller, he's going against the Texans. 9 receptions, 129 yards, 9.5% owned. He'd be an excellent pickup this week. Also, Kyle Rudolph from Minnesota. They face the Chiefs. As I said before, he's 0.4% owned, which is ridiculous. He's a great asset in Notre Dame. 4 receptions, 54 yards. He should have a productive week this week. Now to defenses. Arizona is a great defense this year. They have 9 sacks, 4 interceptions. They only allowed in their 3 games 56 points and almost 1,200 yards, which is a lot of yards, but they are a great defense. A.J. Jefferson, defensive back, and they're great run-stopping defense. Darnell Dockett, can't think of anyone else right now, but their defense is strong this year. Cleveland, who would have expected it? Cleveland, 11 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles. They allowed 62 points, which is more than Arizona, but they've also allowed less yards with 948. They face the Titans, which should be a challenge for them. Matt Hasselbeck, veteran quarterback with great awareness. But look for Cleveland to pressure with their 3 or 4 defense tackles that they have. There are 3 or 4 great defense linemen that they have. I'm going to probably add the Cleveland defense to my fantasy team. That's how good they are this year. Post, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Tell me who you think should be added this week. Alright, peace.